Creative colouring using watercolour pencils. We're going to be using watercolour pencils and a page from the Beautiful Women Project colouring book, perforated pages, single-sided and a thick quality to take water media. Use painter's tape to tape down your page and pre-shrink the page as shown in a pre-shrink video. Don't put too much water on the page, just enough to see the wrinkles come up, and then of course you want to make sure you leave it long enough to dry, or if you're impatient like me, use a hairdryer until the page is flat again. Here's 3 techniques on what to do with your pencils. You can colour like normal and then add small amounts of water so your pencil can turn into paint. Adding more water doesn't enhance the effect at all, it will just wrinkle the page, so only add a small amount. You can also dip your pencil, and it will depend on your pencils how long to dip them for, and once they're wet you will get an immediate paint effect. A third option is to wet the page. Again, don't over wet it, but just moisten the page and then colour over the top for a third effect. Blending with watercolour pencils is so much fun. You don't have to be very particular on your colouring because the water will blend all the colours together once it's applied, just as if you were painting it. Have fun blending your pencils, but I do encourage you to do all your colouring with the pencils before you start to apply water. As you apply the water, remember to use it sparingly. You can always add more, but removing some can be problematic. And although you pre-shrunk your page, it will still absorb water and may wrinkle if you apply too much. While the page is still moist, you can use your watercolour pencils to add even more depth and shading. You can also blend them in once more with a paintbrush. My art mentor always assured me that mistakes are our friend, so if you get paint where you didn't want it, then simply take your pencils and expand upon the design. Remember, this page is yours to fill up. You can use my designs as an inspiration or create your own across it. It's all up to you. There are really no mistakes and there are no rules. In fact, you didn't even have to pre-shrink the paper, but it would mean that you have more of a ripply page at the end of the day. Share your creative colouring with me via social media. #BWPColouring. Don't miss a tutorial, so like and subscribe and you'll be sure to catch them all. Cheryl-Ann Webster.com